Hey, be NOLAbound. I'm Brittany Drakeford, a 24-year-old program assistant, aspiring historian from Prince George's County, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. When I am not researching the history and culture of African Americans in the county, I'm probably out somewhere taking photographs or collecting oral interviews of other artists or working with my community initiative, Greensboro's Heart. Greensboro's Heart is a blog turned community rooted think tank that focuses on using creative and artistic means to rejuvenate economically deprived or underdeveloped communities. I like to call it social capital concierge. The idea started when I was living in Greensboro, North Carolina, and while there, I was working for the African American Atelier, which is a nonprofit arts organization. I was developing arts programming for students who lived in low income communities. I started to notice that the art scene wasn't as inclusive as it could have been. So I started to write about underground art events that happened in the city and subsequently began planning art events like the 25 Under 25 exhibit and even writing strategic business marketing plans for small businesses. What's something that sets me apart from other people? Well, I've always been a producer. I work with people to help them achieve their dreams. I would find the resources, whether it be money, time, technology, or other people, that they needed to actually bring their ideas to fruition. I first fell in love with New Orleans when I met Jacqueline Hughes Mooney. I met her in 2009 when she was one of the featured artists at the African American Atelier where I was working. And she's a fourth generation New Orleanian. And she and I talk frequently, swapping stories about her experiences growing up as a child, the food that she loved to cook, our families, and even the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. And she pleaded for me to move to the city to find work and offer my skills to help rebuild her family's home. I knew that I had to get to New Orleans as soon as I could. So I made my first and so far only trip in March of 2011. And I drove 12 hours nonstop from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And while I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, I did do some partying, but I also learned a lot about the history of the city and the culture and just everything about the people. And it was a great experience. And I knew that I had to come back at some point. So if I could sum up New Orleans in three items, objects, or words, I would say Second Lining, Congo Square, the I-10 bridge, oak trees, and just to throw something extra in, a little lanyard. Well, it was great meeting you guys, be NOLAbound, and I hope to hear from you soon. I can't wait to get back down to New Orleans. Bye!